Well, good Sunday afternoon, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope you all are having a great day. We did something different because, everybody always talks about me and Game Time Brian, that, Mark and Game Time were on the outs, and it's like, y'all do know we're going to be going together to the draft, right? Yeah, this will be the third draft that we've gone to together. We've got a place. We got loyal Cowboys going. We got maybe my cousin Eddie. We got my friend Richard going. We've got myself, my son Michael, and David Wiley. And we will be there in Pittsburgh. We've got a house, so we're going to be there and everything else. So I'm not sure how everybody thinks that we're on the outs. But I was kind of perturbed, and I'm kind of perturbed at the Cowboys because I'm getting to be tired of waiting for the Cowboys to do some stuff. And I discovered something that actually is mind-blowing today. And right now we're going to go ahead and do our members-only live stream. This is the first one for the offseason, and we'll be doing this every Sunday here at 5 o'clock where we don't have football to talk about. And before we get to that, let's take care of my good buddies from Sleeper.
Sleeper is the #1 fantasy sports app. It pays to know sports. Pick more or less on top players. Your first pick is on us, so start winning now. Play in Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, and 27 more states. Pick anytime across all sports, pregame or live. Over 10 million players are already on Sleeper. Make your picks count. Score up to 1,000 times your cash. Join today. Get up to $100 credit using code JOBO. Call your shot on Sleeper. Download now.
Make sure you download the app and you get your $20 entry bonus as well as up to $100 on your first deposit. Use that promo code JOBU. So without further ado, let's get to this thing. We've got the lovely, talented Holly Pierce in the house. Welcome, Holly. Hope you're doing well. I see Dirty Sanchez, Chris Mays in the house, Jess is in the house, Jeff Lee, my name is Jeff, Flat Matrix is in the house. Welcome, everybody. It's the first week of the off season. How you feeling right now?
I'm missing regular football already.
Yeah, no doubt.
I've got good news for you. 3 weeks from today, legal tampering starts. Legal tampering starts 3 weeks from today. Teams can start talking to players that they want to sign. They just can't make the contracts signed until the following Tuesday. So things are about to get crazy around here, and I'm hoping that the Cowboys actually are active before that deadline, that beginning of the start of the league year, that they're going to start working on some of these contracts like, I don't know, George Pickens, Javonte Williams. And then we got Jess, who's got a brand new head coach and coaching staff, and a different direction where Harbaugh answers only to the ownership. How are you feeling right now?
Feeling good. They got positive for the last 10 years. Since the last 10 years, it's been positive so far. We'll see what we got.
So
I'm excited for you.
So what are you hoping for this season? At this time next year, what are you going to sit back and say happened? What is your goal?
I like to say, I'm thinking about playoffs. I'm thinking about winning quite a few games, see how this team gels together. And that's including the coaches, and see how we do here. I don't want to be a laughing stock of the damn of the division. You know what I mean? I don't want to be a Cleveland. I want to see what we got.
So are you looking for 8 wins next year?
8, 9, whatever you can get. As long as it ain't 1 or 2.
Okay.
No embarrassment.
So you're looking for improvement now. So you're not thinking that it's going to be the Mike Vrabel effect, because you start looking at what happened with Cohen with Jacksonville, and you look at what happened with the Bears, and you look what happened, of course, New England being in the Super Bowl, where they immediately turned everything around for those teams. You're not expecting that with your team.
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm not gonna be one of these fake fans that say pom poms and everything and end up getting egg in my face. Nah. Show me on the gridiron, and then I'll be able to talk.
Okay. All right. Well, I can say Dirty Sanchez in the house. What's up, Dirty? Hey. And D'Angelo Cranston, A.J. Brown has had back-to-back 1,400-yard seasons. Has he? I don't think he has had. I'm not sure about that one.
It might be close, but I don't think it's 1,400 though.
I don't think he's had back-to-back 1,400. I mean, I could be wrong. Let's see. He has had. Oh, he did. 2003 and two. I stand corrected. A.J. Brown has had back-to-back. Now that was 23 and 22. The last two he's had back-to-back, slightly over 1,000. So, forgive me, I was wrong. Tay, Cowboys in the house. What's up, Tay? How's everybody doing? The question you have to ask is, can he get back to that at his advanced age? And will your offense get back to that? So I don't know. All love from Memphis, Dallas Cowboys for life. Mr. Get Dirty. We got Mr. Get Dirty and we got Dirty Sanchez. Everybody getting dirty around here. Here's what is interesting that I discovered. I kind of knew it, but I didn't really look at it. The difference between the Cowboys, we always look at the Eagles and say, God, how do they keep signing everybody? With Jalen Hurts, he's only a $31 million cap hit this year and things. What I found out is basically the Cowboys have about $140 million in restructure that they can do. And that is basically accounting and kicking the money down the road. Now, the problem with doing that, of course, is if you have a player that you get rid of, you're going to have dead money multiple years. What the Eagles have been doing is instead of saying we've got a trigger we can flip, they're flipping it in the contracts now. So when I say the Cowboys can get $140 million by flipping triggers, what do you think the Eagles can get by flipping triggers?
Nothing.
About $10 million. Because
okay.
and most of that is one person you can get almost $7 million. But like Jalen Hurts, there's no triggers to flip. You get zero. And most of the players, if you flip the trigger, it's only a couple $100,000.
Ain't bad.
So when the Eagles, when they look at it right now, they have $20 million plus, whatever the cap goes up, which will be about 25. They'll still have $45 million. But unless they cut other players, there's nothing else that they can do to create cap space is cut players. The Cowboys can restructure Dak and CD and get $50 million right there. And they literally have triggers that can be flipped on, I believe, 12 players. So that's the difference of when we look at it, you would think that the Eagles got $20 million, the Cowboys got minus 29, that the Cowboys are in bad shape, that the Eagles are in great shape, but they're actually not. And as it goes forward, the problem for it is they've got money out for like Saquon into like 2030. Now, I'm not sure Saquon is going to be viable another 4 years. And same thing with guys like Landon Dickerson and Lane Johnson and stuff. Lane Johnson just decided, okay, I'm going to come back for one more year. Dickerson is talking about retiring now, but that's money that will be on their books going forward. So it will be interesting to see how we will be able to continue to keep flipping these triggers and pulling off, all these miracles, so to speak, as people say.
Mark, does lead commander had a point there? I don't know if you can see it or not about restructuring Dak.
Yes, it will be. You're correct, but you can look at it and say Jalen Hurts has a $97 million cap hit in 29, right? And they're talking about, should we do an extension on him now? And see, that'll be the same situation that happened with Dak Prescott, where part of the reason why his number is so high is because they ended up kicking the money down the road. And, you could look at it and say, yeah, I may end up having some issues money down the road, but if I'm going all in and I try to win a Super Bowl, then maybe that's the thing to do. Because we've been trying to be money conscious for 30 years and haven't won shit. Right? The other thing to look at, too, lead commander, is I want you to understand this. Do you remember when COVID happened in 2020? The salary cap was down at $183 million. Right now, this year, it's going to be over 300. Do you see how much it's grown in that short period of time. So it's averaged about $25 million a year every year the last 4 years. If you go through and say 4 years from now in 2030, it's going to probably be over $400 million. In which case, you throwing that money in today's dollars down there to pay with tomorrow's dollars, it's lessened, so to speak. And lead commander, bro, you do realize you're taking a $12 million dead dollar hit for Debo because you voided his contract, right? You know that, right? So talking financial sense with what you guys have been doing forever, not sure that's the best thing. Thomas Garrett, how are you doing, man?
Hi, Thomas.
What's going on, Holly? What's going on, y'all?
You?
Just in here fighting off the trolls, as always.
Well, my question is too, Mark. That also, the price goes up, yeah. The cap goes up, yeah. But if you see the trend, the quarterbacks money is going up as well.
Yeah.
Certain players.
Well, once Dak got 60, everybody kind of said, you know what? It might behoove us to let Dak be the one taking the bullets. Because you could sit here and say, okay, Dak Prescott is $60 million. Right? That's what his contract is. But here it is, Miami. They may be trying to move on from Tua. He's $55 million. So which one is worse? Dak at 60 or taking a $55 million hit for a guy you're trying to get rid of?
It looks like Miami trying to get
two
rid of
would be, two is going to be the worst one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they're gonna eat that. They're gonna eat that. They have to. They want to get rid of him already. He don't want to be there. They're tired of him. Nah, I think they're gonna have to eat that money.
right. And I remember Ultra years ago saying that, we need to get rid of Whack Dak and tank for Tua. You know what I'm saying? So here it is. Tua has, and you can't say that they didn't try and help Tua when they went out and got guys like Tyreek Hill and things like that. And you look at some of the offensive players they had around him, he did absolutely nothing with the team. So no other GM could do it, but somehow Mark Holmes is outsmarted Howie Roseman. D'Angelo Cranston, I didn't say that. I'm just saying that the difference between what the Eagles have done, and I'm not saying that I'm a genius. I'm not. The Eagles have stayed at the top of the division. They've gone to 2 Super Bowls in the last 5 years, and they won a Super Bowl. I'm not saying that Howie's done a bad job, but what I am saying is they're hamstrung. When people say that Max Crosby, that the Eagles can trade for Max Crosby, okay, I hear what you're saying, but the problem is they've got basically $45 million, and I do recall them basically saying after you traded, tell me this makes sense. You traded a 3rd-round pick to get Jalen Phillips. He comes in and gets 6.5 sacks in 8 games. And so now you can't afford to pay him. All you got to do is pay him to keep him on your roster. No, instead, we're going to let him go along with that 3rd-round pick that we had, and we're going to trade for Max Crosby. So you're going to take multiple picks to get Max Crosby and pay him even more? When you really don't have any more cap room, you can't maneuver the contracts that you have. At least Dallas has the flexibility, if they want to try and do it. That's all I'm saying. At some point, it's catching up to you, and I think it's beginning to catch up now. Oh, shit. Here we go. Ow, my head.
Let me get gauze for my ears.
Okay.
Yeah, hemorrhoids. Now they got more hemorrhoids.
Tell about the day.
It's the calm before the storm. Look, he's just sitting there. He's like, when am I going to jump in? It's like double dutch.
What
He's
you
looking.
tell about the day, Momo? Who done made you mad?
Nobody.
Hey, Mark. Me metal had a question about what do you think about the international games in the NFL now?
The NFL is about one thing: making money and looking good. Okay. And what they're trying to do now is they're trying to find new markets. They're trying to expand the brand. So, putting the games over there. Here's the reality is they don't care about the players. When we start talking about 18-game seasons, what more are we going to find out about the teams with another game? I mean, honestly, what is the benefit of 18 games? That means the season's going to be 2 weeks longer because they'll probably have to put another bye week in there, which means there's less time. That's going to be less time for the players to heal. So you're going to see careers shortened. And by the time playoffs get here, you're going to see teams that are in worse shape.
Yeah, they don't compensate for extra things. They don't compensate for a longer training camp. They don't do the kind of training that they used to do to help them prepare for the 14, 15, 16 weeks that they had. So it's just going to be more injuries on top of more injuries to me.
But it also means, Mark, it also means they have to have extra players. They have to add players, 5 at least.
Yeah.
It should be a 65-man roster. They're going to add 18 to 20 games, 65-man roster.
I mean, if you technically say you've got a 65-man roster, you realize that the practice squad is part of your roster now. It's not like it used to be. So that's where you can bring guys on and off the practice squad and sign players. So, saying that you're going to get 5 more players, the reality is there's not that many good players that go around. So, yeah, it's great. I can sign 5 more players, but if they were good players, they'd already be on a team.
No, but you can't go to UFL. UFL is out here, so you could get some players from there.
With the exception of the Dallas Cowboys getting Brandon Aubrey and Turpin, how many USFL guys do you see that are end up being great, stars in the NFL?
I mean, there are some out there. I'm not saying
not many, but you make it sound like, oh, there's a whole group of players that are great.
No,
exactly. They'll fill a spot.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Because there's a lot of players out here who just hey, he's not the best player, but he can fill that linebacker position. He's steady in that position of that. Like a linebacker, he might make a tackle here and there. That's what they do.
I hear you.
No. I mean,
but I'm sitting here looking. Here's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at bums like Kenneth Murray that are out there that can't hit the right hole and tackle. Okay, and he's a starter. So now you're going to tell me that I'm going to get some USFL guys that might be able to make a tackle. What I'm saying is the play on the field will go down. The quality of the product will go down. The careers will be shortened. And see, more than anything else, I'm going to tell you the problem with the Eagles was they played so many games in the playoffs over the last couple of years that your body does not have time to heal. Just think about it. At the end of next month, the middle of next month, you're starting team workouts.
Yeah.
We just had the Super Bowl last weekend. And so I've got to get surgery. I got to get my body healed and get back onto the field. And now the worst part about it is because they've tried to appease the players, they have less work getting ready for the season. I still believe that half of the injuries are because players aren't ready to be out there on the field.
I don't think they ever pleased the players or anything.
Oh, they did. Training. No, to get to 17 games, they said, hey, you can smoke some weed because we care about your brains. And we're going to reduce the amount of practices.
That's not because you have less practices. That's not pleasing the player because now.
Oh, yes, it is. When you get the Players Association, they go through and say, hey, we got less OTAs and we got less practices. What?
They're weak. They are so weak. So
yeah, and see, that
don't even count.
Momo. To get them to sign, you get the little stupid shit.
Right.
Okay? That the players. Okay? And in the same breath, while they're sitting there saying, hey, we're cutting back to 14 padded practices. You have less OTAs that you have to go to. You got more of your time, buddy. All you got to do is play one more game. Okay. Hey, we got 2% more of the NFL salary cap. That's more money to go around. Okay. But in the meantime, they say basically make the rules, the Zeke Elliott rule, that you can't hold out. You will lose that year of accrued playing.
See, my issue with the NFL is always going to be about player safety because we have to, and you have to agree with me that I was right about player safety is in jeopardy because they're not in shape. when
Yep.
they
We talked about this. Momo, I agree with you.
We all agree.
yeah. I'm not you, but you got a lot of people thinking you playing football can be played twice a week. That the rules didn't change. But I feel bad for Dallas Cowboy players. I don't even like the Cowboys, but I do feel bad for Dallas Cowboy
All the
players
Thursday games.
because they play around November, around Thanksgiving to near Christmas. They playing crazy games in a short amount of time, and you cannot
Gina
play
Dallas
like that.
Diva,
Your
what's
body
up?
goes down.
We can agree with that, because it takes time. I mean, if any of you have been in a car accident, imagine that happening 20, 30 times in a game, that kind of jolt to your body.
Yeah.
And the things that they have to do to stay on the field, between the pain meds and everything else, the shots, the surgeries and stuff, they are things that most people cannot deal with. And when you look at the quality of life after it's over.
Yeah. And I would say this, Mark, and on this particular subject is that look at the players. And it was a question about loyalty that James Harden said about. He said, "Fuck loyalty don't mean shit," and he's right because just think about these NFL players. They shoot up for their ankle, they shoot up for their butt, and they bodies to stay in the game to play. But then when it comes contract time, nah, your numbers went down. I'm sorry, we're gonna let you go, and you could probably play another 2 or 3 good years at a high level, they let you go. So loyalty, only time loyalty really matters in any sport is if you do what they want you to do.
That's true about anything. I mean, that's always
True.
that's
True.
always rich versus poor.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why listen, the NFL is always reactive when it comes to the brand and the shield. Okay, when it comes to, they didn't start doing anything about concussions till the movie Concussion came out. And then they're worried about, parent mothers not letting their kids play football and stuff. Okay, so we got to start taking care of these guys. You want to hear how bad the NFL is. The NFL, with the concussion stuff, okay, they set up these multiple millions of dollars to help the players to be able to get help, So you hear that and say, oh, it's great, they care about the players. What the players have to go through,
right,
in order to get any compensation. They literally went through and said, well, you black players, your cognitive ability was less to start with than the white players.
Right.
And they got sued on that, and they changed that policy. So,
right.
When they go through and test, they said, well, you would have already been lower to begin with. When you had, I'm sorry, I think it was Wes Welker with New England.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
When his knee was screwed up and he went to the NFL about, the compensation for it, they said, you can't prove that your knee ailments came from playing football.
Right.
You could have done it cutting the grass. It's like, what?
Yeah, I know.
And so you look at this and say, yeah, they're looking out for themselves. The 18-game season, that's not because they're looking to say, hey, players, this is going to be better for you. You're going to make more money. This is all about that.
Just like those car warranty people, they make you believe everything is covered.
Oh, yeah.
When you get in there, they said, nope, that happened because of this. That's not, we don't cover that.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Or you get, hey, Derek, I said, here's a better one. When you go to Best Buy and everything's a warranty, you gotta have a warranty.
I know. I bought a daggone adapter, HDMI adapter. They say you want to buy a 2-year warranty for what?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
$12.
Every time I go in to buy something like that, you go, you want a warranty? I go, no, I'll just fix it myself.
Fix it yourself. That's the same thing with the NFL. And and on a side note, they will call the NBA has the All-Star game. I didn't watch the dunk competition because NBA All-Star Week is trash. But did you see the dunk? They're called the worst dunk, attempted dunk in the history of dunks. I seen the film. The guy did a lob. The guy, he jumped up, he missed it and fell flat on his back.
They must have gave him 10s, right?
I don't know.
All right.
But also, Mark, another thing they should install though, because Momo's called it, and I saw the same thing. Some of these players don't wear all kinds of padding they should be wearing.
Oh, they don't. They don't wear hip pads, thigh pads, knee pads. And what kills me is where they have the pants that aren't even covering the knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Momo, you got food all. Momo, you realize you got food literally all over your mouth.
It's good.
You got some white shit that's hanging on your lip and everything else, and you got look like coleslaw. I mean, come on, man.
Momo, take human bites, Momo.
I mean, seriously.
Got some hung chow.
Looking like a damn zombie, man. Like, yeah, like you done bit somebody's leg off and shit, man.
Don't hate.
Hi, Chris. Hi,
Damn, what the hell is wrong with you? I hope I don't look like that when I'm eating a chicken wing or a sandwich. God
you
damn.
You do, Mark. You do. You definitely
But
do.
Mama be having the bone hanging out and talking at the same time.
Look, suck.
like Kamala.
Damn. Glad you're not eating some oysters, slurping them up in there and shit. Damn. The fuck is going on here?
Now go ahead, Mark. Finish with your statement. Stop trying to get on me and get your points.
I just forgot just seeing all this. You know, I have to say, see, this is where Tracy gets me here, okay? Because you know, I'm an older guy, right? You know, and I'll tip off my sweatshirt, and my shirt might come up and stuff like that, and Tracy will give me a look like, "Oh God, please, don't," right? I'm like, look, I'm just pulling my shirt off. Pulling my sweatshirt off. She's like, your belly is out there and stuff. But then I saw somebody else do it. I'm like, oh shit. She said, see what I go through every time you do that shit. I was like, I'm sorry, baby. You're right. Okay.
So the padding.
We were talking about padding.
The padding.
Oh, damn dirty.
And so NFL is not trying to go to a new helmet like that because they've been with Rydell since I was a kid, and they have not changed the helmets. No,
Momo, you don't know what you're talking about. No, because you remember when Aaron Rodgers went off because one of the helmets that he liked to wear was banned. They go through and they do testing. Yeah, because he was like, I'm wearing my old helmet and stuff. And they're like, no, that one's out of code now. Because they have more advanced ones now. See, Momo, this is another one of those things where you speaking and saying like you an expert and you don't know shit.
Just give everybody a fair head. What I am saying, Mark, you didn't understand what I said because that's why you comment. What I'm saying is that there are better helmets that can protect players out here for other companies that the NFL don't get. They keep players. They want to keep Rydell Helmets company because that's what they know. They ain't trying to go to another company. So that's just fair. That's all I'm saying. And because he didn't like it, doesn't mean shit. A lot of players don't like shit. They don't like putting knee pads or thigh pads on.
They need to put that on.
Yeah. Especially the darn knee pads. All these PCL.
Now I
ACL.
understand today's NFL where everybody wants to be fast, you got the wide receivers and the rest.
Okay, so Momo.
Half the time.
Okay, so Momo. The NFL primarily utilizes helmets from two major manufacturers, Rydell Sports Group and Schultz Sports, okay, which together account for nearly 90% of players' helmets. However, other companies, including VICIS, Zenith, and other light helmet providers, also provide helmets, making for a total of 3 to 5 additional manufacturers commonly seen on the field.
I get what you just said.
So it's up to, but hold on, it's up to the player to figure out what type they want. Because I don't know if you've seen the VICIS ones, the VS1s and 2s.
The one that got a cloth on it.
It's not. No, that's actually just a cushion that goes on it. But these are actually a soft helmet that absorb the hits. Okay, so yeah, you're right. 90% of them are two companies, but you don't have to necessarily use those two. You have certain ones that are approved by the NFL. So if it ends up being a bike or a Rydell one, okay, or if you want somebody else, you can too.
Okay, I have no problem with a wide receiver guys who wants to wear no knee pads or whatever, or thigh pads. But the offensive linemen now are not wearing knee pads. That's what getting me. They the main ones you have knee pads and thigh pads because they in the trenches.
Yeah, not only they're in the trenches, they are they're low blocking and going on, and they're going towards the knees.
Yeah, so am I
tell
right?
me-
Thomas, am I right?
that-
Am I right?
You're right, and that you can't tell me they're going towards the knees because I be seeing them guards
Because they
pulling and what
because
they
know
do.
why? Know why they do that? Know why they do that, really, Thomas? Because they used to doing it in college and high school. They didn't have none of that. So in high school and college, especially in warmer climates, if you're from Florida or California, the warmer climates, that's all they wear. They ain't wearing none of that knee pads.
I think they should start making them wear that. Really, seriously, they need to start wearing that. That's ridiculous already. That too many damn ACLs, MCLs, all this shit, unreal.
Well, the thing, okay. I mean, let's be clear here. The knee pads are only going to help you from really getting turf burns and just like getting your knees knocked together. It's not going to help you on the ACL. Now, in college, we had to wear knee pads on the offensive line, defensive line. I hated them because, your knee actually gives some side to side, and you lose some of that mobility when you do wear the knee pads and things. And I remember Lincoln Wood, a tight end for us at JMU, wearing the knee pads and literally having his knee just destroyed right through him. And it's just like, I hated him, me personally, wearing the knee pads. I mean, the knee braces. The reality is when you get 300-pound guys going in different direction and your legs planted, there's not much you can do about it. The strength and the speed of the guys now is just unbelievable. If you remember back, and maybe Momo, you remember this, but when Dave Butts was 300 pounds,
Yeah.
they were literally like, "Oh my God, you got a 300-pound player in the NFL. That's got to be illegal. That's just too big."
Right.
Because
he clogged the middle up, and that's what he was so good at.
But he was like the first 300-pound guy.
Look at Refrigerator Prairie.
Well, yeah, a few years later. But when you were looking at most offensive linemen were like 240s and 250s.
Yeah, there wasn't like.
And now you're looking at guys that are 340, or like let's say Calais Campbell, who's 6'8", 320, and just an absolute beast that can move. It's unnatural when you get hit by somebody like this.
Yeah, you're gonna feel it. But I just think the NFL's they're going to reap what's going to happen to them. I think all these injuries gonna mount up. 18 games. There's rumor about a 20-game season.
Yeah, well, I don't think they'll go to a 20. If you go to 20 games, then there is no offseason. Because we're 3 weeks away from the beginning of the league year right now.
Right.
You add 3 more weeks, is basically the season ends and the new year starts. I don't see how you can physically. I mean, the NFL may want that. They may want to have like basketball where we got football games every night. But you're going to destroy the product. There gets to be a point where I remember going to New York, okay, and I remember Tracy's boss wanted to get a cronut, right? and a cronut is like a cross between a donut and a croissant.
Yeah.
And there was a place in New York that sold these cronuts, and you had to get there early because they would run out. They would only make X amount of them.
They're good.
And I went I went there early for her boss. I was like, Tracy, I said, I'm gonna get a cronut for her. I got there and I was in line for like 2 hours in New York City for this cronut, and I got a couple of cronuts. And not long after I went through, they sold out. And I'm just like, why didn't they make more? Because they wanted to make sure that the market ended up being small and making it a demand thing. Right. If you get to the point of having 20 games and some of these teams like Cleveland and the Jets and stuff like that are way out of it, nobody's watching that shit. You get to a point where it's like, okay, I've seen enough.
Yeah.
Diminishing returns.
Right. And I also believe the NFL, I have no problem with what I believe they're going to do. I have no problem. They will have a team in Mexico. I believe that's the next step for them to have a franchise in Mexico, because you could do Central or Eastern. And so I believe that's the next step. They all gonna have a team in Mexico, despite what everybody think. Yes, they will.
I think it would be in England.
We're gonna
before
move
that.
there to Texas.
I'm just wondering what they're going to call it because their football is soccer.
Amigos.
So they have
Cancun,
No,
that's
they'll sell out. They'll sell out. They'll sell out because
Cancun, Desperado.
because it's a new product. They'll
I'm
sell
gonna
out.
say. Here's what I'm gonna say.
Mexico City is
No,
will definitely
I'm
sell
gonna
out.
tell you why that's not gonna happen. Because Jerry Jones wouldn't want another team over there. That
Well, they
close.
already do it in the NBA. They got the Toronto Raptors and it
That's
used to
it.
be Vancouver Grizzlies, but they moved to Memphis. So
You
and
remember?
then they got the baseball. They got the Toronto Blue Jays and
Yeah, because here's the
Not in
thing:
hockey.
we don't know that the about the Seattle Seahawks management. They trying to sell. They are for sale now. We don't even know if they might sell it, and they might approve this sale to another. We don't know where they're going.
They wouldn't leave the fan. That's not like Jacksonville. They have a big fan
Hold
base.
up. They did the Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Supersonics. They had one of the biggest fan bases ever.
Okay, but Seattle, they're not going to leave Seattle.
How do you know? How you
bro? Because
it has nothing to do with that, Mark.
Bro, between the following that they have there, see if the Jacksonville Jaguars haven't left Jacksonville, where they don't have a following the same way. If any team is going to be moving, it will be Jacksonville to England.
When Baltimore left, when Baltimore team left, the
Cleveland.
Baltimore Colts left.
England.
Oh,
Jaguars.
yeah, the Colts. Yes.
You left the Colts.
The
They had a
London-
huge
the
fan
London
base,
Jaguars.
Mark. You know what happened.
It wasn't as huge as you think it was by then. By that time, the Colts were not the same team as they were in the 60s.
No, they wasn't, but they still
Their
had
fan,
a huge
and
fan
Baltimore itself, the city
They
of
left from
Baltimore
thief in the
was
night.
trash. Baltimore is just beginning to recover now. So they looked at that and said they were playing at the old Memorial Stadium, which was trash. And Irsay said, we can get a new stadium and all this money that they have with the Colts.
The state of Maryland didn't want to give them a new
And,
stadium.
and look what's happening with the Raiders. How many times have they moved? They were Oakland, and then went to
Los Angeles.
Los Angeles and back to Oakland.
they
and now
only
they're
been
in
in
Las
California.
Vegas.
Vegas.
Kyle, you got to realize you
But
had
I mean,
a
they're
owner.
just not the same.
The owner, Al Davis, was getting mad at the NFL because NFL dared him to move, and he said, "I move wherever if I want to move."
Okay.
Al Davis was that man. Nobody wants the
happened after
NFL
Al
couldn't
was
deal with
done?
Al Davis. That's why they made up that rule. I didn't want to believe it, but that rule, and when Tom Brady did fumble, so they didn't want the
Here we
Raiders
go.
to go to the Super Bowl. And that's why they made
Mexico
up that rule.
Matadors.
The
They moved to
Matadors.
Vegas after Al Davis died.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Hey, Mark,
Al
that-
Davis had something to do with it. He would have never, if he was alive, they would have never moved to Vegas.
Hey, Mark, they did do Baltimore fans. They did them do dirty to Baltimore fans when they like a thief in the night. They packed the truck.
Yo, I remember it. I remember waking up and seeing
Remember that
the
happened.
Mayflower trucks
Yeah.
that were packed up that were leaving in the middle of the night. Man, they went off on them. Like, what the hell's going on? Yeah,
They left in the snow.
they sure
That's
did.
cold blood. That's cold. Nobody knows. Say, hey, let's sneak these big ass trucks in. All these 30 trucks.
Washington's used a college
Nobody
stadium.
gonna see.
They wouldn't fill it anyway. There you go, Dirty.
Snowstorm.
So what else
Was
we
it
talking
snowing?
about?
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah, it was snow.
Gina Dallas Steven, the Raiders been moving like a hoe on a stroll.
First in school when that happened.
So I heard you, Momo. I heard you was out there getting it in New York.
Oh.
No comment.
I heard you. Heard about you. What else is going on, Mark? What we doing?
Oscar
just-
treated
just-
me to a good time. Oscar treated me to a good time.
Pause.
Yeah, it was fun.
That sounds kind of suspect there, Momo.
No, don't say
Oscar treated me to a good time.
Oh, it's Valentine's Day. Yes.
Okay, Momo.
Oscar did Momo right. He did him good.
San Diego's in line for the
Oscar
next
Mayer.
expansion.
You went
Now, I'll be real with you. Having gone to San Diego, I don't know why they would want to leave San Diego to go to LA. Because the temperatures are nice, the views are better, it's not crowded. Man, I was like, y'all left here? Huh?
San Diego. They had a big.
Mama,
Yeah.
You just scared of rats up in New York, did you?
No, I ain't seen no rats. I was in Brooklyn, downtown Brooklyn.
Okay. All right. So now that we're
by the arena. Is the arena downtown?
There's the Nets.
Yeah, is they downtown?
Yeah.
You're not finished eating yet, Momo? God damn. What, do you got a side of beef there?
A whole cow over there.
Damn.
It's a buffet.
Good Lord.
A one-man buffet.
Eating like a damn zombie.
Did I see you in Resident
The
Evil?
fucking walking Momo dead.
Hey, y'all will send me the Walking Dead because it's about 200 of me gonna be walking around.
Oh my God, 200 of them going. Can I ask you a question?
Can I ask you a question?
After I've been talking for 15 minutes, I'm gonna just say this, and then I'm gonna keep talking for another 15.
Right, there you go. You'll want to kill yourself if you had 200 Momos say, "Can I ask you a question?"
You'll be like, just go ahead and eat me, please. Get it.
Oh, please. Oh,
if you
Lord.
can't beat them, join them. I'm ready to join. I'm sorry.
All right. So now that we're 3 weeks away from legal tampering, I've already asked Jess, how are you guys feeling about the Cowboys organization? Do we believe that the Cowboys are operating differently? That Catboy is going to go ahead and try and get George Pickens and Javonte Williams taken care of, and that they're going to do a deep dive in free agency? Or is this just the usual bullshit?
Just bringing in younger coaches and letting them bring his coaching staff. I haven't seen anything with free agent yet. I got to see that. I got to see how they treat the George Pickens.
Well, I'm looking at it this way. I don't know what Jerry Jones is going to do, Catboy or whatever, but I have a feeling that Christian Parker, our OC, I always get his name mixed up. What's our OC's name? Adam Clayton and Schottenheimer. I have a feeling they're looking forward to wanting to be heavy in free agency, but it's, hopefully Jerry goes along with the plan.
How much money do we have? Who can we get rid of to free up some money? There's a lot of things you got to factor in. I mean, are they going to back George Pickens on a franchise and try to trade him?
They're probably going to see who they get first before they even know how to approach with George Pickens.
So I'm confused with this George Pickens thing for the Cowboys. I thought it was a done deal that he was going to get signed, and now all this trade rumors, they don't want what's going on with that situation?
Okay, hold on. Wait for a second here.
They're going to franchise tag George Pickens, and then pretty much what they did with Des Bryant, and see where it goes from there, like they did in the past.
If you ask me, David, that is something that got started by a fucking no-name talking head that didn't have nothing.
This ain't what it said.
Thomas, how dare you?
Okay, let me say this. Let me say this. Listen to how things are presented. When you hear Adam Schefter say the Cowboys could put could tag George Pickens and, trade him for a second round pick. Yes, they could. This is not like I was talking to Jerry Jones and Jerry Jones said, well, we're going to tag him and try and trade him for a second. This is basically no different than me sitting here and saying, well, the Cowboys could tag George Pickens, buy themselves some time, and see if they can work out a long-term deal. And, they could do the non-exclusive tag and see if somebody decides to sign him like we did with Joey Galloway and get 2 number ones. This is not what you hear right now. Very little of it is actually factual that they heard a team say what they're going to do. If the Cowboys were legitimately trying to trade George Pickens, the last thing you would do is say, I'll take a second for him. Because teams would be like, oh, you'll take a second? Well, I'm going to be offering a fourth then.
Right. But Mark, look, I say this. I believe there's always a little truth to any rumor.
There's a truth to any, okay. The reality is everything is for sale at the right price.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Herschel Walker. They got a deal they couldn't refuse. Micah Parsons. Hey, we'll take 2 number ones for him. And if somebody came through and said, we'll give you 2 number ones for George Pickens, I'd say, okay, I see that. Now, that's no guarantee. that you're going to get somebody up there. Because this is my problem with going for Max Crosby. For me, I look at it and say, I'd rather either I pay one or the other. Either I'm going to play draft compensation or I'm going to spend money, right? If the Cowboys say, we want Max Crosby, and it takes a first and a third or whatever else, right?
Max is 28.
No, it's actually it's 31 million is what his compensation would be this year. So if the Raiders don't take some of that, you're spending $30 million in whatever draft compensation. Well, now I only got a first round pick and I don't have another one until the fourth round. We've been down the road of having one great player on defense with Micah Parsons, and it didn't do shit for us. We have so many holes to fill. Why I would look at this and say, why not pay Jordan Phillips 26, 27 million, save the rest of the money, keep your first round pick, and try and get more players?
Mark,
You know, I mean, because you ultimately need more players.
Max is 28 years old. Not
20. I thought you meant his number. But
no,
his guaranteed money is almost 31 million for this season.
Shit.
So
Mark, you put the words on my mouth because I've been saying Jalen Phillips all along.
he had 6.5 sacks in 8 games with the Eagles.
What? Jordan Phillips. I'm like, dude, he's healthy. And not only that,
Yeah.
Max Crosby, none against you, bro, but
He's having surgery on his knee.
yeah, is he going to be fully recovered?
No.
See, that's my problem with y'all. Everybody want to chase after these damn sexy names. Stop that.
Paul.
Stop that.
Without looking at the medical. Yeah.
But see, here's the problem. Hold on. Wait. Here's the problem. See, Night Z's. Crosby for our 20th this year and next first round. Sign me up. He's the man we need to go to the Super Bowl. The problem is he's not the only thing that you need to get to a Super Bowl. You still then have holes at linebacker and cornerbacks. How are you filling those in if you're taking 2 number ones for Max Crosby?
Not even,
Right.
That doesn't even make sense. Look, listen. Think about the Legion of Boom. The Legion of Boom wasn't led by one great pass rusher. They had Michael Bennett, and they had Cliff Averill were the 2 leading sackers.
Right.
9 sacks and 8.5 sacks. They had, of course, Cam Chancellor, great safety. They had Richard Sherman, great cornerback. They had Bobby Wagner, great linebacker. They weren't just a one-hit wonder. They had a lot of really great players around. Now, if you look at it and say, guys of that defense that'll make the Hall of Fame, Bobby Wagner and Richard Sherman, that's it. There were no other superstars on that defense. And we've seen Myles Garrett. He's got 1 playoff win.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons, he's got 1 playoff win.
Yeah.
TJ Watt, 0 playoff wins.
Yeah. Yep.
So when we talk about having this elite pass rusher and highest paid guys, they're not winning Super Bowls.
Mark can also piggyback off of this with Crosby. We don't know any team he goes to is
Earl Thomas, yes.
We don't even know if he's going to be good.
You don't know if anybody's going to be good. And this is a conversation I was having.
You don't know what his rehab is going to be like whenever he has the surgery. You don't know if he's going to be the same. Is his speed going to be off? You don't know.
Why does he have the surgery now? Why these guys wait so late to do this surgery?
Wait till they have to have an 18-game season and it's 2 weeks less.
Yeah.
But in talking with
asked about the needs of this team, I think we could all agree defensively, D tackle were solid.
Yeah.
For the first time in a long time.
You hope so you hope.
The edge rusher definitely needs to be looked at.
Linebacker.
It's not a guarantee.
DeMarvion Overshown can stay healthy. That would be a plus, but we need someone other than just DeMarvion Overshown. Safety-wise, I mean, I don't know how much better Malik Hooker's going to be, and
I think they're gone.
Donovan Wilson being gone.
I think both of those will be gone.
Hooker's gone.
Hooker's gone.
Then you got
they're going to be addressing
Jerome Bland,
safety,
and we don't know if Jerome Rebel's going to be any good. And other than Jerome Bland and a possible maybe on Jerome Rebel, there's been a lot of big questions.
Okay, one at a time, guys. One at a time.
Yeah.
But it's usually the safeties that are letting him down, and that kind of happened a few times last year where big plays are on him.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, he's a rookie. Yeah, he's going to have that growing pain, but I did see that too.
Here's a question. Here's a question: the guy who was the linebacker y'all got for Cincinnati? Is he gonna be there? Because he
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they forgot to use him on the roster some of the times.
So I'm just want to keep it a buck, and my Washington team gonna be better, but I just want to keep it a buck about this.
Couldn't be worse.
Well, I just
it couldn't be worse.
Just allow me to finish, and I just want to say this. Guess what? When you get a bad Cincinnati team and y'all get a linebacker, that doesn't mean he was the best player on that team, because he wasn't the best player on that team. They all sucked. So he's not going to make your team any better. Because he makes tackles. Right? If he's making tackles, I don't think that's a good thing. If you got a...
So Seattle sucked. Okay.
Their defense was good.
Who, Cincinnati Bengals? I'm talking about the Cincinnati Bengals.
They're just the Super Bowl champs, that's all. But they sucked.
No, who you didn't hear what I said.
Hey, Momo, why don't you go back to eating?
No, I'm asking a question about the Cincinnati Bengals linebacker y'all got, and all Cowboys fans thought they found the greatest linebacker in the history of the game.
All right, let's back this up for a second.
Compared to what
we don't know, we actually. I'm gonna have to give the players a pass because you didn't see our defense get better as the season went on.
No.
Okay.
No,
I don't think your coaching staff did anything right. The fact that Kenneth Murray stayed out there every single game, not being able to find the right hold that he's supposed to be filling, and literally running his ass out of bounds.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You took your defensive coordinator and you put him up in the booth 3 weeks before the end of the season. The coaching here was atrocious. And this is where I think what the Cowboys are banking on is we know we can't fill all the holes on defense with outsiders and draft. If we can go ahead and get the most out of Overshown with better coaching, if we can get Donovan EZ to take the next step with better coaching, if we can get Savon Ravel to be an above average cornerback and Deron Bland to get back to where he was because of coaching and putting them in a position to succeed, you will be better without having to add more personnel right there. Then if we can top it off with, a great edge rusher that we get in free agency or through a trade, and then get 2 young studs in the draft, then all of a sudden you've got something. But you can't look at this and say we're going to draft our way out of fixing this because you don't have enough picks. You can't look and say we're going to free agency our way out of it because you don't have enough money. You're going to have to get some of all the above.
You got to be football in the off season and during the regular season. It's all about the luck of the draw. That's all it is.
In a lot of ways, yeah, that's true.
It's always been that way.
What up to Mark and everybody else? Long time no see.
What's up, Lloyd? How you doing?
What's up, Butthead?
David.
What's up, Butthead?
Mark, how you deal with Momo?
Day by day.
Bro, the same way he deals with Leo.
I'm beginning to learn the best way to deal with Momo is just throw like a plate of food in front of him and just let him just kind of devour it and shit.
He just has a big ass ham bone. He'll be sitting there all day gnawing on it.
You saw how he was doing with his food.
Yeah. Just get him a big bowl of some red beans and rice. And shit.
Hold up. I got a bone pick with Lloyd now.
Because I want to know how Mark deals with you, so I know how to deal with you. What you mean? That's why
I know your peanut butter face ain't talking about me.
Well, they just put him on mute all the time and pretend you can hear him.
Yeah, that's probably what I have to do.
I know Dirty Sanchez says, breaking news, the Commanders will be playing at a local high school until they can get more fans.
No, but the consensus around the NFL, Washington going to be back. We're going to be a better team. We're going to be a better... that's the consensus.
What is... Oh, wait a minute, Momo. Hold it. Wait. Momo.
Yes, I am, Nally. Please do.
Momo, what what reason do you have to say that your team will be better?
Because we're going to have more money to play with, and Dan Quinn is not going to fuck it up because he knows this is his year. If he muck it up, he's gone. And he don't want to muck it up because he knows if he loses this job, he's not going to find another head coaching job.
Momo, my response to that, Momo, saying that Dan Quinn won't fuck up, 28-3.
Right.
Momo, could I ask
28-3 in the fourth quarter.
Right.
Are they going to go with it instead of 30 miles? Are they going to go 50 miles this time with the nursing homes?
I think Jaden Daniels going to be a better quarterback. I think we're going to get better players. I'm tired. I'm tired of talking about this because y'all don't understand. Y'all don't get it.
We understand, Momo, but it's the same thing.
Well, Momo, the same things you saying now are the same things you were saying last year.
Yeah,
and y'all had cap space last year.
And guess what? Guess what happened?
And guess
what happened? I told you this, Lloyd. You said we had an offensive coordinator who was so predictable. Everywhere he goes, he does the same plays. Then he brings in Fat Debo. Then he brings Debo and do the same plays.
You were the one that was saying Debo
got him.
He ain't fat.
He was praying.
He not fat. He big boned.
Oh no! Look, man. Well, look at Debo on the field, man. He in good shape, man. Now he called him Fat Debo. Now that he's a $12 million deadhead.
You know what, guys? He's already cursed his team because he said they were going to be better than us. You know what happens when he says what goes opposite.
Miss Blondie, gray hair Blondie.
Yes.
So please stop saying that. Please stop saying that.
Y'all had one good year, and that was
we about to have another good year.
It was a year after you got our coach about 8 of our players.
Okay, that quarterback's what you need to do.
Y'all can talk about my quarterback, talk about team all day. Fix y'all issues. Fix your Jerry Jones issue. Fix your Stephen Jones issue. Fix that dirty city you call Dallas. Fix that thing.
We were Dallas,
I'm sorry. How many times did you beat the Cowboys last year?
When's the last time you've been to Dallas, Momo?
I went through there like a hurry because I said, "Damn, it's dirty. All this dust flying, all this dirt flying. I got to get the hell out of here."
Momo, how many times did the Commanders beat the Cowboys last year?
It doesn't matter, Mark. No, it doesn't matter, Mark.
Last year.
It doesn't matter, Mark. Be honest with y'all. Cowboys beat us pretty good last year. I can't lie about that. I got to
And what do you attribute that to?
Bad offensive coordinator and bad defense.
You can't claim bad defense. You're not allowed to claim. No, we had bad defense. Okay, you can't claim bad defense.
Now they was doing the same plays. Cliff Kingsbury was doing, or whatever he was calling. So many, the plays were slow, so bad. It was repetitious. That's where he goes. He does that everywhere he goes. He does this. He get predictable plays. When we brought in Debo, the first play they did was a predictable play. Hey, let's throw Debo a quick screen. Everybody was ready for the quick screen. Everybody knew what Debo was going to do. He didn't do nothing.
So wait a minute. Was it Fat Debo was the problem, or was it the play calling the problem?
The play calling.
Because now so
Mark, go ahead and say it. Was it Fat Debo? I know what you were going to say.
Was it Fat Debo or bad play calling? Because now you calling him fat and getting rid of him, then it sounds like you still got the same problem.
We ain't gonna have this problem this year coming
up.
One,
you had Terry McLaurin out, which was a loss.
Number
two,
Jesse.
he became the focal point, and I watched him make catches that he shouldn't have made catches on. So I don't know what the hell you're Debo.
Yeah, what I'm saying but the first couple of games he was doing predictable plays to Debo. That's all I'm saying. Chris,
Momo making excuses, yo.
Hey, Mr. Lloyd, you need leave me alone.
So wait a minute. Let me see if I get this straight. So your quarterback is coming back from 2 injuries from last year.
He's healthy. He's going to play.
I'm saying, but he's still coming back from 2. Okay. Did he play the last game of the season, or was he injured?
They took on. He could have played, but they said for him not to play.
Okay, all right. So
they sat him out. So you're not playing no more the rest of the season.
The last game he played in, he was injured, and whether or not he came back, he's coming back from injuries. Okay,
basically, yes. Like a mummy.
One of your receivers.
I feel that the Dallas Cowboys are going to have a good season. I feel like Washington going to have a good season. I think Philly's on a downward trend. I think the Giants going to be back where they love to be at, in last place.
Keep talking, left them guns, boy. We can't wait to get a hold of
No, because I don't see a scenario where a head coach who's a special teams coach being that good. Because before Harbaugh got there, the defense there in Baltimore was already established. So he didn't do nothing to make the defense better.
You go ahead.
So what saved his job over the 18 years he was there was that they had an established defense, and Ozzie Smith was the reason they was winning. It wasn't the head coach.
Ozzie Newsome. I was going to say Ozzie Smith.
It was Ozzie Smith. Yeah, Ozzie Smith.
Talking too much.
I'm just telling the truth.
Wrong, Ozzie.
Wasn't Ozzie Newsome the reason why the Baltimore Ravens was winning?
He got the players for him, but you still have to coach them.
Best players developing, and Harbaugh couldn't coach. And then he got he got Lamar Jackson. He is not that great of a head coach. He's horrible. People in Mark knows this. People wanted him out of Baltimore 5-6 years ago.
People wanted Dan Quinn out of Atlanta too.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Without a Super Bowl ring.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. I shut up.
Thank you. Amen. Hallelujah. Glory to Lord God. God is good.
Lightning's gonna strike. That ain't happening.
But the other concern I had for this team primarily is, one, are they actually going to re-sign Javonte Williams? And two, the offensive tackles. I got to be straight. I think our interior is solid, but our tackles.
Oh, without a doubt.
I'm a little concerned. I mean, Terrence Williams may or may not stay, and Tyler Guyton.
Yeah.
Is he going to stay healthy, or are we going to go for another one?
I think here's what I think. Terrence Steele is gone. Yeah, that's $18 million cap hit. I don't think they're going to go ahead and hold on to him. I think maybe they might consider putting Tyler Guyton over on the right-hand side and maybe end up looking at having Tyler Smith going to left tackle.
That would make sense because we got some good backup.
I'm going to ask you this famous question. Mark, is something wrong with your video when you can't see nobody? Because I don't see anything on the screen.
No, I'm putting it out.
You ate too much, Momo.
No, I'm looking at my screen.
I see. I'm looking at my broadcast. I see me.
We up there.
Okay, it must be.
I'll be watching a lot of mock drafts until the draft.
We're not going to be able to upgrade or fill all the spots we need on defense and the tackles. So I'm willing to bring these tackles back because we had a great offense with those two tackles.
Right.
I'm willing to bring those guys back if that means we can upgrade the defense.
I see them signing Javonte Williams, and no, I don't want to hear about no fucking Rico either.
No.
Terry guy.
Go Suave. Send
him up to New York or somewhere. But I see them re-signing Javonte.
I'm with Mark. I Terrence Steele. I let Nate Thomas take over that right tackle. I get Tyler Guyton another chance.
Yeah.
And we keep Tyron Smith. He need to stay at guard because that's what he's all pro at.
I agree with that, but they were talking to him about it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, they was. I hate to see that though.
And I don't care what nobody say. I still think he was going to take that right tackle position until he broke his neck.
Yeah. Definitely from Tyler Guyton. Yeah, he was because he was already penciled in because Tyler Guyton was, as usual, hurt in training camp. Right. So that will be a big question.
Hey, I just want to say something to Lloyd. I really appreciate your wife joining my channel because she's one of the best. She's one of the ones. I appreciate you, Lloyd. I really do.
Oh, no problem, Momo. No problem.
All right.
Who lose?
And you know, Mo, I don't care what
David
nobody say.
McKee.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. If he would have broke his neck, I think Dak probably would have won the MVP.
So what's the Seattle lost another coach to? I guess he went to the Raiders.
Yeah, Kubiak. That's the one I want to click. Kubiak.
No. Somebody else.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
I think Kubiak snagged him.
Yeah, I think was that the quarterback coach.
I think. So.
Yeah, it was the quarterback coach.
So Thomas, what do you think of the Titans' new uniform?
You know, I saw that, and I saw that on Game Times. On Game Times.
Community chat.
Yeah. And I said it. I said, "Damn, why am I the last person to find out about this? And I live here in Nashville, of all places." And, it's the only difference with the helmet is the stripes. The stripes that go down the helmet. On the other helmet, they went down about 3/4, but this stripe right here go all the way down to the end.
So they're kind of giving me Houston Oilers vibes when I see that.
Yeah.
That's how I looked at it.
It does look like that.
That's what I noticed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
I got to hear all my nephews' mouths. Man, you see that new man? I don't want to hear that shit. Get out of my face, man.
Yeah. So Washington I don't think it's a big thing. Wes Walker was signing them as an analyst, whatever. I don't care.
That's just like a.
It's just okay, fine.
As an analyst.
Yeah, as
TV analyst or
no analyst,
a coaching analyst.
Coaching,
coaching analyst, something like
basically,
that.
Derek, he's standing there looking important.
Yeah, because he was a coach. I forgot he was coaching somewhere else in the NFL.
Yeah, he was. I don't know.
Wes Walker messed up his career because you know how Belichick was back then. Belichick, he wanted more money, and everybody saying, let him go. Okay. Then he went to Denver? He got all those concussions?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But
Belichick was notorious getting guys in there, making them look like they're like all time pro,
and then trading them and getting more picks.
And that's the type of system you got to have.
Offensive assistant.
I know Eagle Drew, he's not on here, but he always says they got a winning culture. But I always tell him that Patriots team right there, that was a winning culture. Because they could take players that were good,
exactly. They had to
trade them to somebody else, and get more players, and go into more Super Bowls. That's a winning culture.
Lord, it was a factory that they had in there. Bring them in,
that's a system. That's a winning culture.
Yeah, and also what they did when Ocho came in there, he kept saying, Cinco, Chad Johnson kept saying, he didn't want to rough. No, you went there. You didn't want to rough no fella because you knew they wasn't going to pay for your shenanigans, acting stupid, because you would have got cut. That's why. He said, but you didn't produce because you were so scared to produce. And then he keeps talking about he's this great route runner. I don't think you all. Some people are saying that he should be a Hall of Fame. When we started saying that everybody should be in the Hall of Fame.
No, he had the right quarterback. That's why he had the right quarterback.
Is he a Hall of Famer, Jesse?
No.
Hell no.
He had the right quarterback that put him in there because when he left that team, he was ass.
So wait a minute, this is interesting. Now, Pro Football Focus projects Jalen Phillips to sign a 1-year deal for $15 million.
Oh wow!
And so you're telling me that the Eagles would instead just let him go after paying a 3rd-round pick and trade for Max Crosby? Does that make sense?
I don't think that's true.
I'm just saying that's what Pro Football. I don't see that. I see it being about $10 million more than that.
Is that just like one of those that's projecting a prediction, or is that?
That's
That's what they're saying.
That's what they're projecting.
Why would you let your third round
go.
pick get away
Howie,
like
I
that?
know Howie
It's
would do
just a
something
waste
like
of a
that.
pick
What?
just to rent him for 1 year.
Yeah.
Guess what? There's rumors in Washingtonville saying that the running back for the Dallas Cowboys, we're going to pick him up. I'm like, no, we not.
I mean, that's what y'all do in Washington. Pick up the player.
Unfortunately, I
Allie,
hate that
he's doomed.
shit.
Allie, he's doomed. He's getting them.
That
There
ain't
you
too
go.
out of the norm.
Yeah, Momo, don't be shocked if Trayvon Diggs ain't on your team next year.
Oh shit!
I'll be a couple more babies made out there.
Hey, I don't care.
You gonna get his son too. I just want to let you know.
Hey, guess what? It wouldn't be so. I wouldn't be surprised the Cowboys hire him back. We forgot.
No, you sign Trayvon, you go sign his son too. It's the
And
only
like
one he
you.
showed to the camera. I don't know. I mean, the
Talking
other
about
kids
Aiden?
mad. Yeah, Aiden. He gonna take over everything.
Oh God. So what do you think about Mark? What do you think about Murray? They're getting rid of Murray, quarterback.
They should.
From Arizona.
He ain't done shit there. At some point, you got to say the dog don't hunt.
So who would be his replacement?
Backup for you?
That's about it.
You think he'd be a good backup for you guys?
It'll cost too much to be a backup. Cowboys aren't doing that. They're going to hold on to Joe Milton and Will Greer.
And Cowboys is not his favorite team either. He's made that plain.
Yeah, but
That's conversation.
He done said some things about Dallas, so that he blew his wad right there saying all of that. See, you from Dallas. You don't blow your wad by saying crazy shit because you don't know if some crazy may happen like it's happening now. Watch what you say.
I wonder what Kyler Murray here anyways. He's garbage.
Hey, Walker.
Being here.
Please, bro. You
got a big super chat.
I don't want a quarterback that don't study no film. He's garbage.
Thank you, Walker.
Breaking news. The Commanders organization can't afford to be on TV anymore. Now they have coaches using an iPhone to get their game on little bits of the fans for the fans that they have. Damn dirty. Damn.
Cameraman holding the iPhones now.
Damn. They're trying to make iPhone commercial ads and they can't even get paid for that. I didn't hear Momo. No comment.
Just got back.
He didn't hear it.
Oh, he didn't hear that? Okay.
What'd you say about Momo?
Huh? Damn, did you go out and get another plate of food?
It's a buffet. Ain't no same plate.
Oh my God.
It's the same plate. It's more food on it though. Same plate.
No.
He heat it up.
He's like a damn steam shovel, man, just scooping it up and dumping it in.
Was one plate.
Damn.
All I had was one plate. I just kept raking it off and putting more food on it.
I went to got something to eat and to go, and I got a salad.
You got a salad after all the other shit that you did. After you ate arms, legs, thighs.
You got a diet soda.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, I'm drinking water.
Okay. All right. So Walker Wade, man, you're my pulse of Dallas here. Now you keep telling me they're gonna spend some money.
It's quiet over here. No, they're gonna go out in free agency. Don't think they ain't gonna go out in free agency. You could fix this defense in free agency.
Is there any way to sabotage the yacht so it can't go out?
No, I want the yacht to go out with Jerry and Steven on it. Okay. Sabotage it after it goes out. Okay. So that way it breaks down in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna go out on the yacht.
If Brian Broaddus is right, they're gonna spend some money.
Hey, Derek, get the Somali Pirates to go over there.
And Brian
I'm the captain now.
also said that Jay Glazer is real close friends with Stephen Jones, and he was speaking about the Cowboys. I mean, it's always speculation, but he was speaking about the Cowboys going out to spend this year more than they have in the past.
I'll believe it when I see it.
I'm saying, but
Just
bring me
because
in,
you
bring me in
spend
a solid linebacker, bring me in a solid DB, bring me in a pass rusher.
So
And
what's
a
a good
safety.
linebacker to you, Wade, that's out there in free agency?
Mario Davis.
Bring me in a Quay Walker. Bring me in. You can
Quentin
afford
Williams.
to get you could get a Quincy Williams and Quay Walker. You could afford this. Like, don't think the Cowboys can't go out and sign people. They
You
got
can't
the
sign nobody unless they agree to sign for y'all. So you
By
act
the
like
way,
it's easy.
you don't think Quay Walker's going to ask
Exactly.
for a lot?
Mama, do you know how many
thinking,
players that have
Quay Walker.
wanted to sign for the Cowboys and they wouldn't even pick up the phone?
If a great linebacker,
like Derrick Henry, right?
You sign $10
Momo.
million linebacker.
Momo, Derrick Henry bought another house in Dallas and was literally begging them to call him. Von Miller, after winning the Super Bowl with the Rams, was hanging out with DeMarcus Ware saying, "Cowboys, pick up the phone and call me."
Hell,
that, right?
Demario Davis. I get Demario Davis in here.
Yeah.
Tony Boo. Shout out to Tony Boo.
Singleton looks like a good
act
player.
like it's easy to sign players. Just like, he could get it. No, they got to agree to
Lord,
come.
Mama.
Well, Momo,
Exactly.
you know what, Momo? You sign players,
let me
but
tell
they
you
ain't worth
something.
shit like Debo.
Momo, it's a lot more desirable to play in Dallas than it is a lot of other places.
Okay. So why haven't y'all went out and done the things y'all need to do to have this team be winning?
Because the Cowboys are frugal in free agency. They choose not to be aggressive.
That's fine.
That is a team philosophy.
They wait for the meat to go on sale.
Walker.
Breaking news here. Hold on. Breaking news here. Wait. Major breaking news. The Commanders won't be going to another country next year because they can't afford to go to the next state.
Okay, that's fine. Walker, if they don't go and be hard on free agency, once again, if they don't do it, what you gonna say then?
Then Brian Broaddus is wrong about his inside sources. We'll just put it like this: if they don't go in, then Stephen Jones is full of shit, and Brian Broaddus, it was all a lie. The Cowboys are going to be aggressive.
Well, now come on now there, Wade. We just kind of stretched the truth a little bit there. We said we dip our feet into free agency and stuff. We just didn't say how deep.
In Dallas right now, Mark, they're feeling the heat. The Jones family is feeling the heat here. Trust me.
Why now?
How much heat do you feel when you're worth about $20 billion?
The team building philosophy of Dallas has been draft, develop, and their free agency.
Yeah, believe in your own guys.
They like bottom feeding in free agency.
Mm-hmm.
But
that is their team philosophy.
To be cheap, right?
Yeah, and it's kept them competitive. I mean, we could say whatever they want to. They've been competitive, 12-5, 12-5, 12-5. 2016, they were 13-3. They had a damn good team. Most of those players were all drafted. Go back and look at that 2016 rosters. Mostly all drafted players by the Cowboys. Same thing, in those 12-5 teams, a lot of those players were drafted by the Cowboys. Like, they've been a really good drafting team, but not lately.
Recently.
In the last 5 years, it's caught up to them.
From not getting people.
I mean, look at the guys they drafted, Momo. Travis Frederick, Zach Martin, Tyron Smith. That was your offensive line on that whole side.
Right.
DeMarco Murray drafted. Jason Witten drafted. Des Bryant, C.D. Lamb drafted. Most of their key position players were drafted. Marcus Lawrence drafted. Micah Parsons drafted.
DeMarcus Ware,
most
Des
of
Bryant.
their players on their team were drafted, but they've kind of hit a wall here the last 5 years. Been pretty bad on defense.
Yeah, Walker, and the third of them players is heading to Canton.
But here's the thing for me, and just for all teams. For me, free agency is good to get, but a lot of times you think you got a home run. Sometimes these players don't pan out what you thought they were going to do.
See Debo,
right.
See Debo.
Momo, the drafts are ifs, not is.
Yeah, I agree with you. The draft is a shit shoot to me. The combine is the worst thing the NFL does because people really believe that somebody running a 4-1 or 4-2 is going to change your team. It's all bullshit.
Look, sometimes the draft is a crapshoot. Sometimes it's the player actually is all he's cracked up to be.
Okay, Max, okay. Is Tyler Murray, was he all crap what he was supposed to be?
What? Yeah, was Dan Marino all he was cracked up to be?
Yes,
he
of course.
Okay, what was John Elway?
Tom Brady?
Okay, Peyton Manning?
Tom Brady?
Was Jamarcus Russell?
I'm simply saying there's a lot of players. There's a lot of players that have come out of the draft that are just absolutely.
No, I'm just saying for the most part, most of these players who come out, they not as
Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, we could go down the list of quarterbacks. I'm talking about. I'm talking about offensive linemen. I'm talking offensive linemen, defensive linemen, safeties, cornerbacks. Could they be the top?
Tyron Smith was highly rated coming out of college as one of the best tackles coming out of college football. How'd that turn out?
Yeah, but you know what happens.
Well, a lot of the times it does pan out on positions like offensive line.
Okay, but we all agree. We all can agree.
Was a dog.
We all can agree that a lot of times
I think it's combine,
more of a people shoot off the combine because they have this work.
Here's the thing, Momo. I think it's more of a crapshoot on quarterbacks. Like I think it's more of a crapshoot on quarterbacks and like skill positions than it is other positions.
Okay,
Sugar Daddy, he did say the draft was a shit suit.
I mean, not every receiver.
I meant what I just said.
Not every receiver coming out of college.
It's a dog. It's a dog. I meant what I said. I ain't changed nothing. Not what I said.
I mean, running back's kind of a crapshoot. I mean, it's like,
oh shoot, my stomach hurt.
I mean, but look, Ezekiel Elliott though, like we could say what he want to. He was a beast in college, and look, them first 3 years in the NFL, he was a beast. I'm sorry, like we can say what he want to about Zeke.
No, Zeke was good, but
that 2016 year, his burst off that line of scrimmage, he was like 10 yards, like in a second. I mean, coming out of the backfield, he was a monster.
But I think Zeke started feeling himself too much. That he was better. He was bigger than the team.
I just think he got beat down. I just think he got wore down.
It's the 4-year rule when it comes to running backs. After 4 years, they start going downhill.
Look at how fast Todd Gurley fell off.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
That's another one.
What's he doing now? Is he on crutches? I heard he was on crutches or something.
It wouldn't be surprised because he had arthritis in his knee when he did last couple of years.
Dang. That's a bad feeling, boy. Have arthritis that young?
Well, look at Kamara. Kamara's the same way.
Is that can you correct that with surgery? You give arthritic knees?
No. I've got 2 of them.
I'm talking about a young age. That's a young age, Mark. I'm just saying.
No. Once you start getting arthritis in the knees, it's not. I mean, okay. And truth be told, here, I've told y'all guys before about Hinge, which is it's an app, and the insurance companies are basically paying for it. Okay, so every morning, me and my wife do Hinge. Okay, and it's catered to you. It's great because you get the little tens machine, and as soon as I'm done here, I'm gonna go put some shorts on. I'm gonna put my tens machine on here and get that electric charge in my knee and stuff, and it's helping. But I have arthritis in my knee, and I have bone on bone.
Oh wow.
Okay, and I mean literally, my doctor, and I can show you pictures where you don't see any gap between my knee joint. And every year I go in there, my orthopedist is like, I don't know how you walk in here on that. But once you start getting arthritis in there, there's no like, oh, I can just get it. No, arthritis just means it's just basically falling apart. And you have degenerated cartilage, which leads to more bone on bone. I got bone spurs. If I lean on my left leg right now, bend it some, you'll start hearing what sounds like popcorn popping. It's like pop, 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 pop. Seriously. And so this is what I say. People are like, oh, well, they make all kinds of money playing football, this, that, and the other. You're talking about making money for the rest of your life. And it's not as much money for the average player as you think. And if you have no other skill and you're 24 years old and you're done with football and you've made, $1 million, you're fucked the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's true.
There was a former Eagle player who's 50-some years old that was killed in a homeless camp, I think in California.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
Think about that. A former NFL player.
He was in a homeless camp.
He was in a homeless camp.
It's crazy.
I remember Joe Gilliam, who was like one of the first black quarterbacks ever played in the NFL.
Yeah, I remember him.
He died in Atlanta homeless.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so
Monk was were teammates in high school.
Right. And so
one of my greatest running backs to me in the history of the game next to he was
lying, Dirty.
Guy played for Houston, the Houston Oilers, Earl Campbell. And I look at him now, I say, damn, why? Come on, Earl, you should have took care of better. Well, they didn't know no better. He just liked to run the ball. His knees are shot, I think, too. How was he, about 60 something?
Yeah. He's 61.
Damn.
Yep.
No.
He's my age.
I take it back. He's 71.
No, he's not my age.
Yeah, I'm like, Earl Campbell got to be in his 70s. He's up there. He's up there.
Wait, he was one to me. That game against Miami, he showed out, but he was after that game. You could tell he was wore down after running the ball that many times. They gave him the ball like almost 40 times in that game.
Yeah, that was in his rookie year. I remember that.
Yeah, he was just wore out. Because back then, that's what they gave the running back.
Oh, Vinny, Mike Webster, his brains were Swiss cheese from the concussions.
After when he died, I heard when they did his autopsy, I heard they found cocaine in his system too, Mike Webster.
Probably for dealing with pain and stuff.
Lyle Alzado was his brain.
Oh man, he was taking like horse steroids and everything else.
Yeah, Mike Webster, I heard they found cocaine.
Yeah, Lyle Alzado, A Football Life. If I don't know if everyone needs to watch that at least once. A Football Life, Lyle Alzado. It's good, but it's sad. It's his football journey is incredible.
Incredible.
But life after football got pretty dark.
I'm surprised his wife stayed with him so damn long. I'm like, unreal.
But that Football Life episode of Lyle Alzado, I encourage everyone to go watch it. It's really good.
Amazing.
I already seen it.
Yeah. Is he still alive, Dwight Stevenson?
Dwight Stevenson?
Yeah, two players from the Washington Commanders or Washington Redskins passed away, and I'm hurt by it. One was Sonny Jurgensen. I grew up seeing
Dwight Stevenson.
And the other one was Barry Wilburn. He passed away too.
I think he's still.
Damn shame.
I think he's still alive. It don't say.
No. So Barry Wilburn died in a house fire. That's a hard way to go. He was 62.
I couldn't find anything on him. But as far as I know, he's still alive. I mean, I found something on him, but he's still living.
Yeah, it would say it if it, because if you find something where it says was born, his born date, it would say death date if he died too, right beside it. So I think he's still.
It says he's 68 years old.
Was it Barry Wilburn?
Rhonda, super chat, Mark.
Nate Newton just walked out clean. Nate Newton, former Cowboy, presidential pardon. Yep, he did for that, 250 pounds of weed he had in the van?
Yep.
Yeah, Nate Newton dodged a bullet with that one. I remember when that happened.
He said he was shocked when he found out he got pardoned.
I don't know that pardon. I don't know. I think it did something for him because I know he was like on a restriction or something.
Probably was. Probably couldn't go to Mexico with a van.
He was. Yeah, that was still following him around.
I can imagine so. 250 pounds of weed.
That's a lot of drugs he got popped with.
250 pounds of weed ain't nothing, you know what I mean?
$250 million worth of weed.
It wasn't
that gets you prison time, federal time for quite some time.
Yeah, that was for medicinal purpose, obviously.
Yeah, he's like, I'm a big man.
Yeah, 170 pounds of marijuana and $10,000.
Yeah, he should. In all reality, he should have been gone for at least 20 years, easily 25 years.
Fed. That's fed right there.
That's fed time too. You got to do about 95% of that.
Yes, sir. I'm like Walker. I remember it. I remember to this day when that happened. I remember when that happened. Because Bumper shot, didn't he have a female in the car with him?
No, he had another dude in the car, I think.
Another dude.
Yeah, they were going in between Louisiana. Yeah. I think they were going to Louisiana.
Logan Motorsport, any news if Crosby will get Max Crosby? I mean, if the Eagles will get Max Crosby? No, I mean, technically, you can't actually talk to him for another 3 weeks.
Yeah. Nate Newton was in the passenger seat.
Yeah, I think Crosby coming back home to Dallas.
We'll see on that one. I still think it's
he just wants to play football. No matter if it's with the Raiders, he's fine. But he just wants to play football. That's what he was saying.
I think he's just tired of the shit show over there. That's what it is, Hallie.
Yeah, he's tired of the speculation and what everybody's talking about.
Yeah, he just wants to get this shit done, whatever it is.
I give my
but it sounds like the new coaching staff wants to keep him.
I'll get the 13th pick for him.
Well, we don't have the 13th. We have the 12th.
Or 12. I'll get the 12. I'll get the 12th pick for him.
All right.
Straight up trade.
All right. I'm not quite.
That literally, that's what I would do. Trade that 12 for Crosby. You got Quentin Williams, and then you got whoever you're going to draft at 20. Was it 21? Yeah, I'd have them
20.
I'm not quite there with you on that one.
I'd have a press conference. These are my 3 draft picks for this draft right here: Crosby, Quentin Williams, and then the guy we drafted at 21 or whatever.
I'm not quite there with you because of the money you got to pay him and the draft pick. I think you could make that money go further and keep those draft picks.
You just got to kick that. You got to kick the can down the road.
We'll see if they do that.
We'll see who we got left after the first 11 picks. That's what I'm worried about. Because is it going to be worth the 12th pick?
Unless Downs is there, who are you going to get at 12? If you could get Crosby at 12, who are you going to get that's going to make a bigger impact than Crosby at 12?
Tell you what, if we get if
G-Men
get themselves a good line from free agency, guess who's coming to us? Downs will be coming to us.
I just don't want. I just don't want with Max. I just don't want GP3 being sacrificed. I just don't want it to. Where he would have to go somewhere else. That's the only thing I worry about.
We got the money. We can create $100 million in cap space.
We can, but will we?
So, yes, we will. Yes, yes.
I will believe it, Wade, when I see it.
They will. It doesn't take much. All they got to do is flip a trigger. It doesn't take.
It's not like this is something brand new that they couldn't have done in past years.
No, this is something the Cowboys. See, everyone acts like the Cowboys don't know how to do it. They're the ones that invented flipping the trigger. They're the ones that invented this.
I like that OG you got over there.
Oh, Lord Walker, get him.
It's fucking true. They invented it, Momo. You could try to deny it.
Okay, but have they done? Okay, if you invent something, why haven't you perfected
Didn't I just explain to you their team building philosophy?
Here we go again.
Momo, shut up and go get something. Just go get another plate. Just go get another plate.
When you invent the traffic light, sometimes it only come with 2 lights or 2 colors. And then somebody says, "Hey, you can add a yellow one." And then it's perfect.
I'm just saying. If you just great perfectionist and you created all this stuff, postseason that should be better. That's all I'm saying.
It was only one thing. It was only green and red on the.
Oh yeah, I get it.
Until a black man added the 3rd color. I just,
Go ahead.
Black History.
Shut up about it.
Black History Month.
Yeah.
Momo, they're like the 10th. Momo, they're like the 10th winningest team in the NFL the last 30 years without the Super Bowl.
I get it. That has not. See, you want to keep bringing back what they did in the past. I'm just saying. After 30 some odd, you ain't frustrated. If I was a Cowboys fan, I'd be mad and frustrated.
I'd be frustrated too.
What I'm frustrated is when they had the teams, they didn't push in even more and get a few more players to push them over the top. That is what I'm irritated by.
Okay. When they win the postseason,
and hold on a moment. When they had the team, I don't care what anyone tells me right here. The 2016 Cowboys were built to win the Super Bowl that year.
Okay.
Go and look at that team.
Right.
That team. Go look at their record. Go look
I
at
remember
the
record.
victories.
They had a very good
top
team.
5 defense. They had a top 5 overall defense. That team was loaded to win the Super Bowl. It just didn't fucking happen.
Who y'all play in the playoffs?
And you can't blame that on Jerry and Steven. You could blame it on an insane 40-yard pass thrown by Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
And BS 12 man in the huddle call.
Yeah, and then a missed holding call on David Irvin. It was bad.
12 men on the field, and he also threw the ball to somebody for a completion.
Not to mention the Jeff Heath pick where we would have won the game, and they call the phantom fucking holding call on Barry Church. Yeah, go back and watch that game. That happened. Jeff Heath picked the ball off. They call the holding on Barry Church, and it was a bullshit call. So there's a lot of shit that happened that's prevented us from taking that next step.
Man, I still remember sitting in the corner of my bedroom on the floor watching that field goal go through.
You can't put that on Jerry and Steven Momo.
No, I ain't blaming that for it. That's players and bad calls.
Yeah, Michael Irvin said the same thing. Hey, the players couldn't get it done. We had the teams that couldn't get it done.
Yeah, I mean, when you go and then Romo, I'm not here to put blame on any particular player, but sometimes Romo did muck y'all up situations where y'all was supposed to win.
Look, Romo kept us those 8-8, those 3 8-8 years. Good Lord, our team was bad. He kind of dragged us to victories those few seasons.
Yeah.
Yep. Sure.
So I'm gonna ask you a question, Cowboy fan.
Oh shit, it's time to go.
For the future, wait. As a Cowboy fan, you're heading to a situation where Dak Prescott is getting up there. So are y'all going to try in the next couple of years to draft a quarterback?
They should try to draft a quarterback every season because you never know. You could get a damn Tom Brady in the 6th round. That's all it takes is you finding someone that just becomes something.
Oh, and Momo, why you worried about us? It's been 36 years.
I'm not worried about none of y'all motherfuckers.
It's been 36 for you,
man. The Cowboys should draft. That's what the Cowboys should draft a quarterback every year.
Right. Okay. I guess
either draft or he comes in undrafted free agent. That's what Romo was an undrafted free agent.
Yep.
I'm just sitting here saying, like, if you got to do that every single season. Because you never know what you're gonna find.
No Momo rant.
Momo, you should know that. Like, y'all haven't had a quarterback get to a second contract and like
forever
in a long time.
Okay, that's fine.
Kirk Cousins should have been that quarterback.
Well, he got franchise tag. That would be the furthest.
Here's the thing, listen. I'll tell you a little story about what happened with not Kurt Chance, with his what's his name? He played for now. I guess Minnesota might pick him back up or get him. He played for the Atlanta Falcons. Was with the Minnesota Vikings.
Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
You can't. You're a Commanders fan. You can't remember Kirk Cousins' name.
I'm sorry. But here's the thing: the reason Kirk Cousins.
What's his name, Momo?
No. Be quiet, Holly. Be quiet. Be quiet.
His name's not Quiet Holly.
So the reason Kirk Cousins, Robbie Griffin was never supposed to get drafted. If they wanted Kirk Cousins. It was the owner. I forgot who. Somebody else wanted Robbie.
He spent $150 million. He fleeced you for $150 million.
Like that. So
wait, whoa. You do realize they traded 3 number ones to move up to draft him.
No, but
and they didn't want him.
So Shanahan did not want him as the quarterback. It was the owner that wanted him. Come on, Mark. These are facts. You know I'm telling the truth.
Facts.
No, it's the facts. He didn't want that. He always wanted Kirk Cousins. Shanahan, the head coach, wanted Kirk Cousins. He didn't want a Robbie Griffin.
Wait a minute, Frankie. Franklin Medias. Shame on you to be a member to get the link. Trust me, people, it was not like this when he was a small fry. I never did the streams like that until they started doing the membership thing. And because people pay extra to do things, that gives a reason for them to, a thank you for being there. I'm sorry if you're not happy with what we did.
I mean, you can't afford $1.99. You're a bum.
Come on, man.
What are you bitching about? $2? You ain't got $2, Frank? What are you, a bum?
And I can't say, Franklin, I don't even remember seeing you before. Sometimes
I'm just sitting there saying,
listen, I don't understand. I'm sorry. If you hate something or don't like something, why do you continue to come in with people? And I'm not talking about you, Frank. I'm sorry if I'm not. This is not circling on you,
Frank,
but in general,
you ain't got $2. $2.
The paper boy from They're All Dead. I want my $2.
That's a damn big. That's a McDouble. That's a McDouble.
Just drop the mic. $2.
I know.
How I forgot. Oh my God.
It's like
how I forgot. Okay.
Lord.
Okay. First of all, I am not big time. Okay, I'm not big time. So I don't know what you're talking about. I'm still the same scruffy faced guy that does everything. I work 7 days a week. Before I got on here, I was working in my garage. Before I did that, I was on with Game Time Brian. Before that, I was doing work in my garage. I will get my ass up early in the morning, load up my truck, go down the road after I do my videos and everything else. I don't know what you're talking about before I got big time. I'm not big time. Not big time.
Like, can I say something?
Go ahead, please.
Because I'm finna get ready to get off because I'm finna have my wife with her online store. But I'm gonna tell you something. Mark is one of the OGs, whether you like him or whether you don't. He do what he has to do for his channel to build his channel. I mean, it doesn't make sense to come in complaining about his channel if you just don't want. What's your point of complaining? Just don't come. This is his channel. He's building his channel, and he's built a great channel. So I don't even understand the point of people coming in complaining about what he does with his channel. Like Walkaway said, if you can't afford the $1.99, well, you don't have to be here. He's helped me with my channel. Derek J has given me great advice when it comes to my channel. I look at them as, especially Mark, I look at him as being an OG. He's OG to this. He's paved the way for a lot of people who have come in with their podcasts or with their channels.
Yeah.
So you either want to be here or you don't. It's not to where he's putting a gun to anybody's head and say, be here.
And as far, but he's even like, well, you got sponsorships and stuff. Doesn't ESPN have sponsorships?
Right. TV got you work hard to.
I don't think people listen. Right now, my wife is upstairs. Is like, when are you going to be finished? When are you going to be done? Because I like to spend time with you. I've been here for 2 hours. I did another hour with Game Time Brian. I get up in the morning. This is I have a lot of things I'm responsible for, and it honestly, this is a job, and it's not a highly compensated job as it is. And to do content and at least try and know what you're talking about, you got to spend time beyond just being on the video. You got to find a reason to have something to talk about. You can't, it's contrary to what people say that you can just turn on the camera and wait for the YouTube money to just roll in. It don't work that way. You got to have something to say. Derek J spends time editing, finding the content to talk about and everything else. You know how hard it is to find stupid people that aren't named Momo?
Well, it's
really Momo.
Damn it.
And
Frank
you and Derek
already.
J
I
gave
think
some
Frank
good
disappeared.
advice.
He's gone.
You and Derek J gave some great advice about you have to take your channel and it's like a second job that you're not getting paid for.
You have to treat it like a business. So you're gonna work it like a business. It's like Frank is just I'm trying to find a joke here. Okay. Frank is just gonna complain about anything. Like walking up to kids and like, why you riding on 2 wheels? When you started, you had 4. Like it's training wheels, and then you grow from there.
Let me add this. Mark has helped me
my channel. People go on my channel. They say I say silly dumb shit, and people think me and Mark come at me. I love when Mark come at me. The more the better.
I agree.
Like that. So I learned from Mark. I learned from Derek.
And little Dallas Cowboy. And so what if I like Dak Prescott? What's the problem with that? What's wrong with that? As opposed to saying, Kirk Cousins or Kyler Murray or Tua. Why is that considered to be a bad thing? That's the kind of shit the hate people have. I don't understand it. If you don't like him, well, that's cool with you.
Mark, they say it because I know it gets under your skin. So I wouldn't even. Because I love Dak too, just as much as you do.
It's crazy people in this world, Mark. Some people
just don't make sense.
Like, instead of getting an oil change, they just buy a new car. Some people crazy.
And they will forever be broke.
Some people ain't got no sense. I need an oil change, but I'll just go trade this one in.
Some people hate Dirk. Some people hate on me. I got people coming out live and trolling me, and I love it.
Could you believe that?
I love the trolls.
I had somebody
like that because
Momo, if you were somebody different, I don't know if we can take it. You have to be you.
Somebody in my comments told me I was childish for laughing at my own jokes. These people's crazy, man.
Somewhere, Derek. It's got to start somewhere.
They said their exact comment was, "I like what you do, but the way you giggling, like if you like what I do, giggling is part of it."
Right.
I don't understand.
You're laughing too hard at that.
And then they came back with it. I told them that's what I'm gonna do.
Hey, little Dallas Cowboy, I like Romo too. Is that a problem?
I like your shit, but what is we doing?
Yeah, I told him, hey, that's what I'm gonna do here. That's me. Maybe I'm not the channel for you. And his response, oh, that's childish. Yeah, I'm not watching you anymore. I guess he thought that was gonna hurt.
I got like a million freaking profiles or something.
Derek, I got a troll called. His name is Mo Biscuit. He comes in here and troll me and all the time, call me bald head, goofy, all kinds of names. I just call him back. I just throw it back at him. Because it's funny to me.
With the amount of people that I have on my panel, I've been told I was racist. I don't understand how, but I've been told.
Okay. Wait. Stop for a second. Okay, so keeping your ass the same. Your moderator taught me out, Mark. Thank God I got a backup channel like yourself. Unreal, man. We used to be cool, Mark. I remember the days. Well, let me say, how many people are exactly the same as they were 10 years ago? How many people's relationships are exactly the same as they were 10 years ago? I'm sorry, if keeping your ass the same, that the channel has definitely changed when Mark first started. I'm sorry. I'm assuming that's Frank. And here's what I can tell you is the difference of having 1,000 subscribers and being able to answer every single comment because there was only a couple hundred comments versus when you end up having a lot more and you end up having life that changes, like when your father's sick and dying or your father-in-law or issues in the world. As you get bigger, it's harder to do things exactly the same. If by chance I am a different person than I have been, I apologize to you, but I don't look at it and say, I don't try and do as much as I can for as many people as possible. Like I said, with Derek, I've helped him with his channel, with Lloyd, with Momo and things like that. I go, last year I was in Vermont trying to give back and help people that were flooded out and things like that. I don't know that I'm a different person than I am from before.
But damn, Mark, you went down to Puerto Rico and helped out too.
Puerto Rico twice.
When your channel and your audience grows, you have to adapt. Like, go watch a comedian do a comedy show at a small venue, and then watch that same comedian selling out a stadium. It's a different show. It's not the same show. You have to adapt to your audience when your audience grows.
I appreciate you having me, Mark.
And I will say, I do not try to ignore anybody. People send me emails all the time. I try and respond to them. You know, Momo calls me on a daily basis. Hey, Mark, can I ask you something? I got to ask you something about how to stream. And the next thing I know, ain't nothing questions about how to stream. He done gone on a tangent. You know, when I was on Lloyd's channel and I get all these people that are up in there and then the StreamYard drops it. It's just like, oh, God, here we go. Hey, what's Michael Anthony doing there? Tell Michael. Hey, Mike, did you watch my last video, man? Michael's like, what? What? Oh, you didn't watch my video? I'm just like, I try. Look, Momo's bad now. Look, don't be bad, Momo.
Somebody got to record that.
You know, I talked to Game Time. I talked to Philly 500. And, you know, people send me messages and emails. I do the best I can to try and respond to everything. And at some point, you can't do everything. So I apologize if you feel that I am throwing shade on you and I'm not the same person, but I think I'm the same person. I'm going to say I'm older, I'm slower, I've got more pains, and I don't remember as much. But I think being 60, that happens.
Rondo Super Chat.
Hey, Mark, can I ask you something? Can I ask you something? You know.
Yeah, and you help Rhonda with her channel getting started.
I try.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask. So y'all make it fun. Can I ask you something? Can I ask y'all something?
Look, like a crack. Can I ask you something?
Rhonda says she loves you, Momo.
Momo, that's your shirt right there.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something?
Put your face on it with a talking bubble.
That is a good T-shirt.
Can I ask you something?
All you got to do is call Mark and Mark. I need a favor. Can Tracy help me out with a T-shirt?
She'll probably do it for free to shut you up.
Momo, you could
I could hear that conversation right now. Well, Momo, what do you want on it? What do you want on it, Momo? Mm-hmm. Can I ask you something? Well, you're asking me something. I'm asking you. What do you want on it?
I think that actually that's what I should be doing is getting Tracy to do the cartoon character of Momo with the and saying, "Can I ask you something?"
What's up?
You could go to Ninja Print Momo and they can print you off stuff. I'm not even the channel member or content. I made.
There you go.
But I thought you
were AI generator. And put it. Can I ask you something? Then put it.
Yeah, I'm going. But look, Lloyd, I thought you was going to start something on your channel. Start a channel.
Not yet.
Okay, I got you.
Man, yeah, if you want to get into content creation or whatever, just take something you already do, something you like to do, and just turn the camera on.
There you go.
Something that you're good at.
I mean, look, Momo's succeeding. And he's saying stupid shit.
That's the start. That's the start. Like, take.
What you say, Mark? I don't succeed. I say stupid.
I said you're succeeding, and all you do is say stupid shit.
Wasn't that one of the things you were thinking about putting on a T-shirt too, Momo? Or what?
No, Mark was saying I should say that. I never agreed to. Okay. That's Mark's stupid shit. Saying.
Randy, nice to hear that you're having another knee done on Friday. They cleared out the arthritis when they did a partial. Man, let me know how that works because I'm trying to keep from getting my knee joint replaced. I've been doing everything I can. I put the tins and everything on it, ice it down. I've been doing more stretching, started riding a bicycle, and it seems to be helping. I've been chasing my wife around more. I say, honey, this is for therapy. So I can. She's like, what are you doing? I'm trying to fix my knee, baby. I'm trying to avoid that.
When it comes up.
Where's Randy?
This is Hinge 2.0.
She's like, wait a minute. I thought your knee was the problem. Why are you grabbing me with your hands? Like, I got problems with my hands too, honey. I'm trying to get some extra work with them. Extra exercise. Okay. Oh, all right. So I'm the only one laughing at that?
No, I got it.
Okay. All right. Anyway, I'm going to get ready to get out of here because I do need to go do some therapy.
Oh, God.
I can see Tracy. Not now, Mark.
Oh, Lordy. No, actually, when I tell you about doing the hinge, it was actually her who got me started doing the hinge. She's actually just done,
different side.
Oh my God,
I think 200 workouts on it, and it's helped her shoulder and her elbow tremendously. And she got me into it about 6 weeks or so, and I can definitely say there are better results with it. So every morning we get up and we do Hinge together at the same time and things, and get confused because they're saying good job or one more, and it's like is it mine or yours that's talking? So, but definitely look into the Hinge.
Super chat but dirty.
Derek, I can't do it. I would have gone on a different site other than YouTube to do what I was enjoying in my life, adults only.
I mean, there is a site for that.
There is a site for that, yeah.
Yeah. The only thing is
Tell
that
what it is, Momo.
you have to advertise on other sites for that. You can't.
Tell what it is, Momo.
I don't know.
Sugar Daddy says Chasing Tracy made his knees bad in the first place.
Only rent.
Oh boy, I see Mark doing
give
yoga.
Tracy our love.
Yeah.
Love the feds, Trace.
I love her to death, and I'll be the one that kills her. That's a joke. Okay, I don't want to see. I don't want to be on some lawsuit. He didn't say on live he was going to kill her.
Somebody gonna be knocking on your door with the Law and Order music.
Yeah. Eat better, Mark. You and your knees will be better. Well, I am working on eating better. I actually am. I have cut back on the sweets, other than Tracy.
Unlike Momo.
And I've actually dropped about 13 pounds since December. So if I can drop another 12, then I'll feel great. All right, final thoughts, everybody, before we get out of here. We can all agree on something. Momo's crazy.
Yes.
Momo's like Jimmy Hart, mouth of the South Momo.
But we love Momo the way he is.
Yes.
Momo Lloyd.
And Loyal, you looking forward to the draft?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Can't wait to get there.
I'm looking forward to free agency first.
That's 3 weeks away. So
Amen.
Shit's gonna start picking up real soon.
Are you going live? Do free agency, Mark?
Of course I'm going to be. I'm going to start 3 weeks from today. I'll be on there because legal tampering will begin. I might be on for 36 hours straight.
Oh,
that's crazy, Mark.
Why is it crazy?
Because I don't think y'all going to get anybody.
Oh, you want to bet?
We might re-sign our own players, but we can talk about other people. Well, Momo, you guys got a lot of people last year. What'd that do for you?
Well, they got Shady
what I'm
Hines
saying,
counts,
we got a bunch
Shady
of degenerate older folks with crutches and canes.
Oh, so you mean when we were saying that you guys were old and over the hill, and you said, "Oh man, no." Debo's in great shape, man. Debo, he's ready to roll.
He wasn't great. He had the camp. He wasn't
the
shape.
godfather of his kid.
Yeah, round is a shape.
Mama, you look like Tim's neighbor from Home Improvement.
He looks great.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm about to.
Cute.
Yeah, he looks like that little cartoon Kilroy was here.
Damn.
Was it Mr. Wilson? Was it Wilson?
Mr. Wilson.
Yep, Mr. Wilson.
I will let y'all know now. Momo is not crazy. He just tell the truth, and y'all just can't handle the truth.
You're a truth, buddy. You're a truth. But we love you anyway.
What Momo know?
All I want to know is, are you finished eating, Momo?
Jack Nicholson.
Yes,
that said that?
the plate is gone, Mark. The plate is gone.
You probably ate the plate along with the food too, didn't you? What you were throwing down.
Recycled everything.
Yeah,
don't look for free agency, people. I don't think the Joneses will do anything with it, says Alan Williams. Well, I hope, Alan, that you're wrong on that one.
Your friend, the Pittsburgh Steelers fan, when he's going to go live and start his channel?
Richard, his channel's already started.
He's been doing it.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yes, he is.
Okay, I got to find his channel.
I'll send you the link.
Okay.
All right, good people. We're going to get out of here. I'm going to go spend some time chasing Miss Tracy so I can get my exercise in.
Next Level Sports now. Next Level Sports now is at 9 o'clock. Interesting. Come on over.
All right, there you go.
Mark, get to feeling better.
They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over, and tomorrow